Alchemy and the science of manifestation. My friends, alchemy is the process of transforming or transmuting base energies into a more noble, a higher state. And that can be seen with our vibration, with manifestation, with love and romance. In fact, in everything in our lives, my friends, we're going through an alchemical process. Let's talk about this as it relates to manifestation and the cycle right here. So I've been working hard on this masterclass that really brings together a lot of my work, and that's the Trinity of Manifestation. The first one's going to be free. You can sign up for that in the description. It's this Sunday, March 8th. But right here, I just want to make a note about alchemy and the fact that we're going to be talking about solvent coagula, which means to coagulate or crystallize and then dissolve. And this is the process. If we can understand this process in all things, we have the key to, mad leaps in our evolution. Okay. As it regards to manifestation here, when we coagulate, this is a part of the process most people are missing pretty hard. Okay, coagulation or crystallization of form. You see, my friends, it's okay to want something. It's okay to desire. Desire is one pole of manifestation, a very important pole. You see, what you desire, my friends, what your heart innermost wants, letting that sing, letting that rage forth is actually a sacred power of yours. Your desire is there to lead you and guide you into your highest development, into the highest, development of your character and expression of your nature, right? So letting yourself crystallize a desire, letting yourself be like, you know what, I want money, or you know what, I want a relationship, and just claiming it, owning what you want, right? And setting a vision, setting an intention. Now you see, my friends, we don't need a vision that's so far off. We need a vision of like, what is life asking us to do? Where do we desire to create, to level up, right? Create a vision. This is the sparking, okay? This is where the alchemical process begins, is when we spark a crystallization, right? And by sparking this crystallization, what we're doing is we're finding a desire that we really want, right? And we're burning that desire. What we're doing actually is coupling imagination and desire and letting them burn together. Letting your mind imagine what it would be like to be in a vital state, to be going to the gym every day, right? Or to have, 50K in the bank. The key in this part, my friends, the key in the imagination is not so much what you are getting, but how you are being in that vision. More on that in the masterclass. But coagulation sparks at the vision, right? Burning desire and imagination coupled together. And then we come up here to action and attention. You see, my friends, we set the intention. Now, law of attraction only uses about this pole in the process of manifestation. It's not enough. It's not enough knowing what you want, desiring it, and imagining it, and trying to align with that vibration. What we actually must do is focus our attention around the goal. So this is the worthy goal, my friends, that we're pointing at, right? I drew a circle up there. And that circle is where we focus our attention, right? We start taking in media streams that are related to, business or the science that is, coupled with the book you're writing, right? You start bringing your attention to studies, to environments, to information, to thoughts, right? You really own your your attention. You see, my friends, attention creates your reality. Wherever you focused on most, that is going to be reflected and repeated over and over. And if we can learn to say no to those things that distract us, that, passive consumption, and learn to act and intelligently direct our purpose, right? We will begin to actually crystallize something in our life. You see, my friends, when we spark a crystallization process in alchemy, right? When we spark a new form, to bring that form into being, we must give it currency, we must give it energy, we must give it attention, right? And I wrote action up here. Action doesn't have to be like working on it necessarily. It can be studying, it can be thinking, right? It can be contemplation around it. But ultimately, my friends, your attention is your cosmic currency. Where you place your attention, your reality will quickly follow suit as a reflection, okay? Last thing on attention, concentration. So here is meditation, okay? We have thinking, contemplation, and meditation. This is where we're sparking the dream, okay? Small or large. Up here we have concentration, concentrating on the dream, focusing on it. If you want to be vital in your body, a concentration, would be, let me just like move my body in slow movements or powerful movements for the next 45 minutes. That's a concentration of energy. Concentration is power. Clarity is power. Concentration is power. And disillusionment creates space for greater power. So much more could be said on all of these points. Definitely apply for the masterclass if you want to go deeper. I have like at least 20 pages of notes taken on these kinds of things. But getting to disillusionment, my friends, after we have, let's say like, okay, I want to build my YouTube channel and be successful as a YouTuber, right? And I start imagining it. I start burning a desire for it. I start imagining how I am, what I'm doing, how I feel doing it, right? Then I moved up here and I concentrated on it. I practiced concentration and how I'm being, right? The how, in the sense of like, how am I vibing throughout my day? How am I directing my energy and my focus so that more brilliant videos flow out of me, right? I'm concentrating, I'm looking at the stats on YouTube, right? I'm putting energy into YouTube, okay? So what we just did here, my friends, is we crystallized a form in our mind and created experience with it. Now what we must do for the magic to work is dissolve. This part is what personal development, Napoleon Hill, and law of attraction is completely missing. And this is actually the most powerful part about alchemy. It's the disillusionment process. In the disillusionment, the dissolving process, this is where we become formless once again. We learn from what we did and we can remove the weeds. You see, most people really want something and they start using force. They want to start a YouTube channel or start their own business. And like for the next year, 4 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever it is, like every day they just like keep going and keep going and keep going. And they think like, well, if they stop, that's failure. You can't stop, don't give up kind of mentality. It's hustling, right? Well, your power is weakening every single time you hustle. And every moment you use force, you break the power, okay? After you have an inspired vision, you crystallized it through attention and concentration, right? Once the energy of that kind of like vision is waning, let it go, dissolve it. This process can be done on a microcosm or a macrocosmic level. It can be done, on your yearly goals, but it can also be done on your daily goals, right? If you want to like make a great video, imagine it, concentrate on the ideas you want to speak about, then go release, go breathe, go let it go into the cosmos. You see, in the disillusionment process internally, what happens is our subconscious mind receives the directions. It receives the marching orders, and that image and that concentration, all that information gets crystallized in the subconscious, where we actually integrate it into our beingness. Beingness is the key to manifestation. We'll get to that. So in the solvet coagula process, we crystallized, now we're releasing. No tension, my friends, has two parts to it. All of these have two parts to it. But in no tension, right? What we're doing is not doing. We are surrendering. We are releasing our dreams. We are letting go of our goals. We are dying to what is. We are letting go of this reality, my friends. You see, if you really want something, you'll probably get it when you let go of it. If you really want love, when you finally let go of that, like that partner that was kind of like resenting you for a while and like wasn't really attractive, all of a sudden you become very attractive, very magnetic to the manifestation, to whatever you are crystallizing or attracting into your reality vibrationally. In the disillusionment process, my friends, the two parts are A, feeling what is. This is breathing, just breathing, right? And letting whatever is be, right? Feeling what is, feeling the pain, feeling the discomfort, feeling the burnt outness, feeling even the excitement. And the key, my friends, is stillness. Stillness is the key. Because after all this, after this motion, right, and movement activity, we're coming back down here and we need to dissolve, re-enter into stillness, and find even-mindedness. This is samadhi in, the Ayurvedic tradition. This is wa in the samurai tradition. This is esoterica harmonia in Spartan warrior traditions. What that means, my friends, is meditating, but not like drifting off to sleep. In part A, we felt what is. We practiced as being as we are, feeling our feelings, feeling our emotions, unlocking our internal compass, unlocking our emotional energy, allowing ourselves to just be, rather than force ourselves to be busy or do something, or keep forcing a waning energy. When the moon wanes, my friends, it's time to dissolve. It's time to die. And the more we can die throughout life, the more we can live throughout life. If we cannot let go, we cannot be open to receiving. When our cup is full because we crystallized a form, what we must do is empty the cup, right? So that we can pour new water and refine the form, refine the vibrational state, evolve the idea, evolve our practice, and the manifestation will enter with greater regularity and power. Let me just finish my thought there. A, being as you are, feeling what is, breathing and meditating. B, of no tension, is actually awake, alertfulness. Being awake, being fully embodied, fully present, anchoring yourself at your depths of being, anchoring yourself in the heart, in your truest innermost center, right? And observing what is, being with nature, being with what is, and practicing full, complete presence, practicing clarity of being, a tranquil mind, a tranquil body, but a fiery spirit, right? This is where your power and will get restored and charged. You see, if you want to spark a vision, right? If you want to spark an intention, well, if that intention is coming externally and it's not really related to your depths, it holds no power. And furthermore, if our energy is being released into all these different places, right? And we're not harnessing our will, we're not harnessing our breath, we're not harnessing a depth and perfectedness of presence. Well, when we come back to this stage of beingness, the vision, the imagination, we will have less capacity to be inspired. We will be moving with less integrity, less alignment with our internal truth and nature, where the power is held. You see, when we can hold a depth of presence, a oneness with the vibrations around us, we allow our waters to settle and we awake to this moment. And my friends, mark my words here. Your dreams, your vision, they must come from a place of connectivity to life. You see, if we're scrolling through Instagram dead tired, and we see something that kind of sparks oh, I want to do that, right? That vision isn't birthed from your heart. It's not holding your power, right? But when we're truly present, when we're connected to life, we have a feeling of being ourselves. That feeling of being yourself will inspire a vision that is of the self, that is of a higher place, and that is in alignment with your power, your nature, your highest well-being, and your artha, or your purpose and meaning in life. So we spark a crystallization, we spark a form. We let the form crystallize, right? We place our attention on it. As the energy wanes of the crystallization and the doingness, right? We let it go. We surrender. Can you let go of your dreams? Can you die? Can you let go of everything that you think you want to do and like to do and all these things that are wearing you out, right? And breathe into totality. Breathe into the sun state. Breathe into perfect presence and depth of being. There, our will is restored, our vision is cleared, so that a new vision, a new direction to intend our energy, a new intention can be formed. We must let the water settle, let the cup empty, so that new inspiration can flow in, so that we can boldly reenact a crystallization process and once again dissolve. I hope you enjoyed that, my friends. Definitely apply for this masterclass coming up this Sunday. And also, if you want to work with me one-on-one, link in the description where you can apply for a free consultation. Really powerful stuff going on over here. Last things I want to say, my friends, is this process is seen everywhere, okay? And the more faith, fearlessness, and courage we can accumulate inside of ourselves, the more understanding of this alchemical process, the faster we will evolve and manifest, my friends. For instance, if you're unaware of solvate coagula and you're in a relationship, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, I'm not really like feeling the energy anymore. I'm not really like feeling the love, or like things are coming up now. But we're still holding on to the memory of what was, or like what it felt like and whatnot. We're not surrendering. We're not dissolving, right? We don't have enough faith in the process. We don't have enough faith in our desire. We don't have enough faith in the relationship itself. And therefore, we're holding on to it, letting it not transform. If we can't die, we cannot transform. If you can't die, you can't be reborn. The more faith and fearlessness you have, my friends, the greater ability you will have to surrender into no tension, where a new dream will be born, a new experience will be realized. This process is seen in all things, whether it's a practice of yours. Maybe you're really into, this type of philosophy, or this type of meditation, and you crystallize that energy and you practice it, right? Then let it go, let it dissolve, and come back to it when the energy is ripe. If you're building a business, this is like, literally, this is incorporated into every part of my life. I work on my business for 3 days. That first day, I read, I work with like the depth of the information of the programs I'm creating, right? And I acquaint myself with all that information. Then I sit down, I mark my desire. I remind myself what I want. What is my intention? What am I creating? And I let myself dream and imagine. The next 2 days are a process of crystallization. I concentrate my energy. I say no to everything else except those things I intend to do, right? And I let myself do those things. Throughout that whole process, I'm constantly doing dissolving processes. But then the 2 days after a work period, right, is I set everything down. And it's nature days and movement days. Time to surrender. Time to reconnect back to the inner me, the inner reality. And this is the disillusionment. So when I come back to work, my vision is clear, right? So that a new inspiration can be poured in, new energy can be birthed. A greater, more refined, more potent process can take shape. Are you using the alchemical process in anything that you want to do, master, or become? Because it's the key. Thank you for watching this video, my friends. Hit that like button. Share this video wherever you think people will find this and be impacted by it. Share it with a friend, Facebook groups, you name it, and leave a comment below. What aspect of this is most interesting to you? And again, I have so much here. I work with all my clients on this stuff, basically. And there's a masterclass coming out on Sunday, the 8th, March 8th. In the afternoon, sign up for that link in the description. This one's gonna be free, one and only time. Beyond this, we're gonna have weekly classes starting in April for a small group of, it's a small group, continuous classes. But anyways, thanks for watching, my friends. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you never miss one of these powerful videos, and I'll see you next time.